Candlesticks, right? And I've been going around my home trying to find things that need a little updating, right? I really like them. They're tall. They're two different sizes actually. So they're tall. They're ornate. So what I've started with, I went ahead and primed them. Okay, I primed one of them. Now I don't always prime my pieces, but when I do, I'm always glad I did. And I've never used this primer before. All right, so I used the Sure Prep Bonding Primer. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of pull you down so you can see the whole candle actually. I used the Sure Prep Primer. And okay, so let me tell you about this. Because again, I've not used it before and I actually love it. So this primer, let me just open it up and show you a little bit about it. It's smooth. Because the only primer I've ever used is the real stinky kind. But this it's really not hardly, there's hardly any smell. And washed off my hands really well. I got some more on me, but it didn't tear up my brush. Normally I will prime something and then just throw the brush away. It's smooth. It's smooth like the paint. Let me show you. I've got 2 coats on here. And you probably could have done 2 coats of the, let me see if I can see y'all, 2 coats of the paint instead, but I just wanted to go ahead and prime. I wanted to try it first and foremost, but I love it. It's very, very smooth, and I didn't have to sand it or anything. All right, so what I want to do, I've got Candlelight paint here. I've got this really pretty truffle. It's, I don't know what color that is, but it's gorgeous. It's like a brown gray, kind of taupey, but a little bit darker. It's darker than what it's showing right there. So I also have this clear glazing base that I'm going to make a glaze out of the truffle. Okay, because I didn't want a dark brown. I didn't want a black. So I'm going to, I love doing this technique. And you can do this on furniture, you can do it on anything. And I usually go with the bright, dark color first. Like I used the coral one time on a vanity and then did it with the white. And I love it. So anyway, let's just get started. Enough talking, right? All right, but I'm gonna do the opposite this time. I'm gonna kind of just more like antiquing it, but I usually do the reverse. All right, so first of all, we're just going to get a coat of the Candlelight paint on here. This is a really pretty, just cream. I don't know if I can get you down any further. I was going to actually I've got some really tall candlesticks. So I was like, I can't get those in the camera. I didn't know what to do. I had so many options I wanted to do. But I have spring fever, and so I'm trying to update stuff just around my house. And that's the easiest thing to do to update around your house is either paint your walls or paint your decor, any of your little, paint your furniture, paint your decor, paint your mantle. And so that's what I did. I actually did paint the mantle, and it's stone as well, the fireplace. And so these candlesticks were just kind of blending in. I couldn't see them. You can't tell the detail very well. So by doing this, we're going to really bring out these details. And this paint is just so smooth and yummy. I love it. Again, I don't always prime, but look how good that goes on. And I just wanted to make sure that it was going to stick well, because I'm going to be wiping back this glaze that I'm doing. And I just didn't want to wipe the paint off and get it back down to this dark color. I don't want to distress it. I just kind of want to... and get it dry enough to do our glaze. Alright, so I'm going to take just a little spoon. I've got the clear glaze here. And y'all, it doesn't take much. Okay, and I also have some damp cheesecloths. Now, here's the truffle paint. See, isn't that pretty? Look at that color. I just love that. It's just different. It's different. Okay, so, I think I just got it on my face. I'm just going to put, oh, it's like pudding. I'm going to put just a couple spoonfuls. All right. Got that everywhere. Let's grab another one. Oh, shoot. Got that. You don't have to measure exactly, y'all. You know, I know when I do a paint pour, I use a 3-to-1 because I've used this before. The clear glaze with the paint instead of like Floetrol or something as my pouring medium. This can be a pouring medium. So 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. So that's actually 2. I put in 5 little spoonfuls to 2 spoonfuls. All right, and then you just stir it up. I'm sorry, I'm so used to my camera being down on my table. But anyway, I put 5 little teaspoons of the glaze to 2 little, and it's not teaspoons, they're these little spoons I just have, these little plastic spoons, but it was like a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1. I think I did 2.5-to-1. Okay, and you just get it kind of runny consistency like this, right? Okay, and then that's your glaze. All right, I think that's good enough. Check it. Yeah. If not, I'll add a little bit more, but this is usually what I do. All right, so I'm gonna take another little paintbrush. All right, so, and you just paint it on like it's paint, just like you would paint, but work in sections. We'll start at the bottom here. Tap it on, brush it on. And you could seal it, I guess, but I never do. I never do when I mix it like this. All right. I could do a little bit. Let me go all the way across. You could make a pink glaze, a red glaze, a blue glaze, and then you take your damp cloth, and I just kind of start tapping it. Tap a little bit and then rub it. And you have to keep turning your rag. Now on these little flat areas, see, it's just going to kind of change the color just a little bit. But I'm really wanting it to settle in those little details, just like a regular glaze would. You can leave on, you know, as much as you want. But see, right there is where I've tried to just keep it in those little areas right there. Go a little bit faster. I tend to work slow. thing too that I like to do, let's see if this is, I feel like I may have messed this brush up. I did, oh shoot, I've had this brush so long, but I like to get these soft brushes. You can use a blush brush, like, you know, I don't know what I did to this one. But I will kind of sometimes just go around like this and just kind of blend it in. Because sometimes my rag rubbing, but it's just a dry, soft, it's actually a blending brush. It's what it's called. And then I'll go back and wipe more off the flat part. That's it. So we got the glaze that we mixed. All right, so now, normally just let it dry for a little bit. Let's see, I'm gonna take the bronze metallic. This is one of the new Luxe metallics. Okay, and it's the bronze color. So we're gonna try that. All right, look at that. Ah, so pretty. All right, now I'm gonna take chip brush. Hold on. And I'm actually just gonna use my lid, and I've got paper here on my table. Can you see what I'm doing? And I'm just gonna kind of offload a little bit on this paper. So it's just on the tip. Let me make sure it is on all of it. See, just put it on the tip of the brush. Taking some off. Let's see, can I hold this without messing it up? Sometimes my fingerprints will, and I'll just kind of go right over the high points, the high, you know, the edges. Let's try a little brush. Let's see how we do with this. So on every little edge, so let me come up some so y'all can see better. Edges, so it's really subtle. You could just kind of do it all over if you wanted to, just kind of back and forth. But I don't want to cover it up. So I'm dipping and I'm offloading like this. Just so it'll be just on the tips of my brush. Let's see if I can hold it up a little bit. See that? See the sparkle? Let me get back over. Love it. So let's see if we... So you see all the colors. You see the, yeah, I like this better. I was going to just do the edges, but I like it just kind of dry brushed on there. You can see all the colors. Love it. Sorry, I'll get a little excited. All right. I think I'm good, except when I turn the light off, I may have to take a little bit of glaze out of the top. But that's it, y'all. See, can you see the glaze? Oh, look at it. Look at the gold. So I love all those colors, but yeah, I need to add a little bit more up there at the top, I can see. we go, y'all. All right, let me see if I can move this. And so here's the difference. Went from this to this. I really do like it. I'm going to have to fix up there. But y'all think about it. Think what else you could do, right? Could be a lamp. Could redo a lamp. And just, you know, you find stuff like this at the thrift store all the time, right? But make sure it has a lot of detail on it, because that's what's fun. That's what's fun to use the glazes for. And, of course, the gold. But anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. All right, have a good evening, and I will see you real soon. Bye.